What's up, everybody? It's been a minute, about 2 weeks since I did a video. Been lazy and shit. Been busy, but had a couple things written down because I was gonna do shit yesterday, but got sidetracked. So fucking whatever. Like I hear people talk all the time, and they say, "Oh, Joe Biden's an idiot. Fucking Kamala Harris is an idiot. Justin Trudeau's an idiot. Dan Andrews is an idiot. Cuomo's an idiot. Garcetti's an idiot. J.B. Pritzker's an idiot." These people ain't idiots. And, like, none of the things that are happening are simply because of bad decision making on part of the people that y'all elected to be in charge. They're doing exactly what they want to do with the exact outcome they intended, and they got like basically a perfect formula. Like, maybe not those people as individuals, but their controllers, like the people who manipulate them, because there's always a boss. Like, talking to JB Pritzker is like talking to the fucking manager at McDonald's. You got above that, you got a regional manager, then you got a corporate manager and CEO and fucking whatever, shareholders and shit, and then like the real owner. Like, there's levels to this shit, and them people ain't nothing but faces to put and aim your hatred or your idolatry towards. And they fucking hate you, in case you can't tell. Like, that's what they do. They sit around and they spend all of their time taking away your rights, fucking you over, and then for at least the last 2 years, really forever, but like I've noticed since like 2012, maybe since 2001, like after 9/11, just rubbing your face in it. You know, rules for me, not for thee. It's been really blatant the last 2 years. They fucking hate you. Politics and politicians are simply a public relations firm or arm of slavery. Politics is a euphemism for slavery. Authority is a euphemism for slavery. How do I know that? Because it's simple. Like, these people that are in charge can write down and pass whatever the fuck they want to do. And once they put that pen to paper and pass that shit, if you don't abide by it and you dissent and you don't pay them fines or them fees or them taxes or whatever, they got a multifaceted, violent fucking gang with different sales and shit. FBI, state police, county police, city police, whatever, all this shit, military, everything, that will fuck you up if if their masters require them to do so. And most of them will do it without taking a second thought about it, and most of them will be cheered for it by their friends, family, and relatives, because people have been duped into believing that you or me have a moral obligation to obey authority or politicians. It's like, order following is a virtue, and motherfuckers say it all the time. Is I'm a law abiding taxpayer, and they wear it as a badge of honor, and it shouldn't be, because they've been taught to wear it as a badge of honor, but it's really not, because these people are just criminals. And you know, if the fucking Bloods and Crips or the Italian Mafia or Sinaloa cartel fucking set up shop in the whole state of wherever the fuck you live at, Illinois for here, not many people would have like moral qualms. They wouldn't feel obligated to cooperate with these people. Now, a lot of them still would, because out of fear and shit. And I think a lot of people do just cooperate with government out of fear, but not nearly as many as it should be. And fuck your fear. Like, your fear is what has gotten us here. Your fear, your complacency, You're willing to abdicate your responsibilities to like a higher power. Um, that's what's gotten us here, and it really needs to stop. Um, and another one of the most effective tools is the media. They beat the dog shit out of us every second of every day, of every week, of every month for the last 2 years with COVID. COVID. Mask. Vaccine. Social distance. Blah, blah, blah. Variant. Blah, 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 blah. And then, the whole thing fell apart from the start to critical thinkers because you can figure this shit out in less than 2 weeks, really. You can figure it out right off the top. It's just been in their playbook. And now seamlessly, now it's all about Ukraine and Russia and shit. Like, without a second regard, none of these people are going to face the consequences of what they've done to the people that they rule over or whatever. Like, all the businesses lost, all the suicides, all the fucking 500,000 closed businesses permanently that can't get back up on their feet. The hyperinflation that we're all starting to see right now, printing of trillions and trillions of dollars. Hell, Trump did it with a swipe of pen, $6 trillion straight off the top. And then who knows? I don't even know how much Joe Biden fucking put in there. I can't even watch this shit anymore. Like, my primary focus is like my well-being and talking shit to people that'll listen, and mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually preparing myself to not fucking cooperate with any of this under any circumstances whatsoever, because it's all insane. And I suggest you do the same because, you got family, friends, kids, grandchildren, fucking whatever, or just, a connection with the human race. Like, people are still going to be around after we fucking die, and they're going to have to live in this shit that we were allowed to be created. And then with that being said, to take the time to point out that the occult season of sacrifice is now underway. It starts around March 19th and goes for 40 some odd days all the way up to March 1st. This is where false flags ramp up. A series of psychological warfare operations to manipulate people's minds. You look this shit up. Like, dark occult season of sacrifice. Fucking look it up. But yeah, these people ain't your friends. Like I said, with mafia versus government and shit, like, that's what they are. Like, there's that meme where it's like gangsters, and then it's like fucking Bloods and Crips or MS-13 or whatever, and it calls them amateurs. And then it's like George Bush, Obama, Trump, fucking Bill Clinton, and it's like professionals. And then it's like fucking David Rockefeller and whatever. What's his fucking name? Rothschild. That's the God mode. Well, then there's even fucking there's people above that, like an elite fucking initiated priest class that knows the ins and outs of natural law, for one, and how to manipulate you to do all their fucking dirty work. They don't get their hands dirty. You do all this shit. You cheer this shit on. You fund this shit. Like police, military, they'll reap the brunt of the karmic consequences for enforcing this shit. While the people that the order givers, they have some culpability, but not nearly as much as the one who actually spilled the blood to do this shit. So if you're in that camp, I suggest reevaluate your life and look at what type of shit you're enforcing. America's supposed to be a constitutional republic, but you don't even hear that words anymore. It's a democracy. It's a democracy. Democracy is mob rule, and It ain't even like we vote for fucking rules. We vote for a whole bunch of motherfuckers that make up a whole bunch of fucked up rules and then vote on them rules. And then unleash their henchmen to enforce it. So, I don't know. It's a fucking crazy, sad, scary world. It's getting very frustrating. I think a lot of people are waking up, but not enough.